If you want to smooth skin in Adobe Photoshop like a pro and still keep the portrait looking natural, clean, and high quality, this is one of the best methods to learn. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you frequency separation, which is a favorite technique for professional retouching because it lets you soften skin tones without destroying important texture. It's perfect for portraits, headshots, and beauty edits where you want polished results, not a blurry plastic look. And if this video helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more Photoshop tutorials just like this. Alright, let's jump in. First, open your portrait in Adobe Photoshop. The goal here is to separate the skin texture from the color and tone underneath so we can edit them independently. To start, press Ctrl+J twice so you create two duplicate layers above your background layer. Once you have those layers, rename the top copy to texture and rename the middle copy to low frequency or tone. This helps keep everything organized, especially when you're working on more detailed retouching projects. Now turn off the visibility icon next to the texture layer for a moment and click on the tone layer so it's selected. This is the layer we're going to blur first. Go up to the top menu, choose filter, then blur, then Gaussian blur. A slider will appear, and this is where you want to remove the small skin imperfections, blemishes, and pores from the color layer, but not so much that the face loses its natural shape. Usually, a radius somewhere between 4 and 8 pixels works well, but the exact number depends on the size and resolution of your image. Keep adjusting until the skin tones begin to blend smoothly, then click OK. Next, we're going to bring back the actual skin texture, turn the visibility icon back on for the texture layer, then make sure that layer is selected. Go to the top menu again and choose image, then apply image. This is the step that sounds technical, but once you do it a couple of times, it becomes very easy. In the apply image window, set the layer drop down to your low frequency or tone layer. Then set blending to subtract. Make sure opacity is 100%, scale is 2, and offset is 128. These settings are important because they allow Photoshop to calculate the texture from the tone layer correctly. Once everything matches, click OK. At first, your image may look strange, almost completely grey, with only fine edge details showing. That is exactly what you want. Now go to the blending mode drop-down for the texture layer and change it from normal to linear light. The portrait should immediately return to a normal-looking image, but now your skin texture and skin tone are separated into two different editable layers. This is what gives frequency separation its power. Now comes the smoothing part. Click back on your middle tone layer because this is the layer where we'll soften uneven color and create a more polished finish. Select the lasso tool by pressing L on your keyboard and in the top options bar, set the feather amount to around 20 pixels. Feathering is important because it gives you soft transitions instead of harsh, obvious edges. If your image is larger, you may need a little more feather. If it's smaller, you may need a little less. Now draw a loose selection around one patch of skin, like a cheek, jawline, or forehead. Try to stay away from important details like the eyes, nostrils, lips, eyebrows, and hairline, because those areas need crisp definition. Once your selection is active, go back to filter, then blur, then Gaussian blur again. This time, increase the radius until the skin tone inside the selected area looks smooth and even. The key here is subtlety. You want to correct uneven tone, not erase every sign of real skin. Once it looks balanced, click OK. After that, press Ctrl+D to deselect, then move to another section of the face and repeat the process. You can work across the cheeks, forehead, chin, and neck if needed. The advantage of this method is that you stay in control. Instead of blurring the entire face, you only smooth the parts that need it. That means the portrait keeps its realism while still looking professionally retouched. If you want even better results, zoom out often and compare your edit with the original. The best skin retouching usually looks invisible. If people can tell you edited the skin, you've probably gone too far. A great goal is to make the skin look more even, refreshed, and flattering while preserving pores, fine detail, and natural facial structure. And that's how to smooth skin in Adobe Photoshop using frequency separation. It may take a few minutes to set up, but once you understand the workflow, it becomes one of the most powerful portrait retouching techniques you can use. If this tutorial helped you, please hit the like button, subscribe for more Adobe Photoshop tips, and let me know in the comments what Photoshop effect you want to learn next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.